Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Chillz. Happy New Year. It's 2019. It's going to be a good year. We've had actually a little bit of a rough start, but we're going to get into that. We got Andy here, your favorite co-host.
Hi.
Hi. Can you have more enthusiastic than just hi? It's New Year.
All
new
right.
Andy. New
All
bullshit. Come on, man.
Grab a beer and listen along, friends.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, not bad.
Well, since it is even though it is a new year, I'm gonna go slightly back into 2018. A lot of crazy good stuff happened. So it was December. It's the Christmas season. It's Canada, right? We live in Canada here.
Do we? Do we live in Canada?
If you're questioning that, then I don't know, man. You're gonna have to. He doesn't know where he lives. So I'm gonna help him out on the map. But so listen to this crazy story that happened. A lady in Toronto. This family, they made a skating rink for their children and all the neighbors to come and skate around. So it was a front lawn skating arena. All the children come, they have a good time. They learn how to play some hockey, invite the neighbors over, whatever. The kids play hockey. You make them with like 2x4s and stuff like that. A lady down the street, she complains about the ice rink. So she puts in a complaint to the city, says that the ice rink is an eyesore because the 2x4 is holding it up. We're just too much for her eyes or whatever. So this thing went viral on Facebook. Everybody started not cussing this lady out, but started telling her she's crazy. What are you doing? You're ruining this great tradition and stuff. In the end, she won.
What?
Because the city gave them a violation to take down the boards, and then the ice rink melted, and then it was so stupid.
So they had 2x4s for an ice rink.
Yeah, to hold it up, to hold up the water in the ice.
I see.
And then this lady complained. I'm like, how bitter are you?
Wow.
Kids are having fun. This is literally the definition of Canadian winners. People getting together with their neighbors, having skating during the Christmas season. This was end of mid-December.
And there was a violation against.
Well, it was technically a city code thing, yeah. And I was like, really, people, really?
And why did you care? They were making too much noise, or?
No, because the boards were an eyesore to her.
Right, just the boards were an eyesore. That's so stupid. It's just
There's the thing. It's people usually older people or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be older people, but people that just sit at home all day and they do nothing. They're bored.
Yeah.
So they look for things to complain about. Listen, go help out at a charity. Go help feed the homeless. Go take up a part-time job. Knit your grandchildren some socks. Don't be bothering other people, especially for minuscule things like that. People are having a good time.
So that means that family's never going to be able to do that again?
I don't know. Because I know sometimes if you get a complaint at your house, you're not, if you get a certain amount of complaints, then yeah, you're not allowed to, do it, or you get fined or something. If that was me, bud, I would have stayed on that ice rink all night long, pitched a tent and be like, but I'm not taking this down at all. This is my house. This is my free land, whatever you want to call it. Because you got rights. You can have your own stuff. I think that was just BS.
Well, if they were violating a code, then no, you couldn't just sit on the ice and protest.
It's more than that, really. It's come on. I think the lady was just looking for something to complain about.
Clearly, no.
Millions of people on the Facebook page were on her side, on the family side.
Well, that's yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, anyways. That's talking about skating. The Leafs are doing amazing, Andy.
Yeah, I know.
Austin Matthews dropped to second place from the Leafs. That new guy, is taking his number one spot. So he's coming up. The Leafs won the last game I watched. We won 5-0.
That's insane.
Was it New York? I think we spanked New York.
It was not New York.
No, it wasn't New York.
Vancouver Canucks.
It was the Canucks. I watched that game.
They didn't score one goal. It was crazy.
I was a little distracted by that game because this is kid sitting beside me at the bar. He's telling me about his life. I'm trying to watch the game, and he goes, "I come here. I have no friends." So
what?
He was trying to be my friend, and I was nice to the guy. I was talking to the guy. He goes, "I come here to meet people, and all my friends have left me because they're all out of town. They moved." I go, "Okay, cool." And so we exchanged phone numbers and stuff, and I haven't had a chance to call him yet.
You ever gonna contact this guy?
I see him there every once in a while. He's like, "Do you know these girls here?" I go, "Yeah, I know all the girls here." He goes, how do you know that? Because I was talking to this girl, and he goes, how do you know her? I go, I drink with her, like, and he goes, oh, he goes, like, when was the last time you hung out with her? I go, last night. And then he's like, oh, so you know everybody. Hey, just said that, yes. So he's like, he was looking to meet people. He was a nice guy. He was a really nice guy.
I feel like this guy's going to be invading your space.
I hope not.
He seems to already be invading your space.
He was very pushy, like, as in the conversation. He wanted to know, like, a lot about my life. And I'm like, I'm just here to watch a Leafs game.
Yeah.
I was like, if I wasn't feeling his vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't.
I saw the game at Buddy's house.
The Leafs game?
Yeah, it was great. Like
5-0?
Crazy. And then his girlfriend was coming back, and they were going to, like, make tacos or whatever, so I had to leave, and then I watched the rest of the game in my house. Because if you start a hockey game, you have to finish it. It's one of my rules.
I have this theory. I don't know if it's 100% true, but every time I watch a Leafs game, they always win. Every time I don't watch a Leafs game, they always lose.
Well, I remember that we went to 2 different games. Do you remember which games they were? Like, who was
actual
facing?
games? Or, like, to watch them? Like,
No,
did
we went to actually, like, see them live, remember? We saw 2
at the
games.
ACC?
Yeah. Do you remember who was playing?
Oh, yes, we did. Back in 2017.
Yeah. Remember which team?
Was it maybe I don't remember at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, the first game.
I remember we got 300 seats, though.
The first game they lost. Right? And then the second game that we saw live, they won. So I bought a commemorative keychain.
Really?
You don't remember this?
I remember the game. I don't remember you getting.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, you bought that. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
I got that to commemorate the night.
Yeah, I think they saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And you've got a friend in me because you're my best friend, George.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice?
Well, talking about friends.
Oh no.
I was helping out my mom. She was doing some cleaning, her mom's house, and I found this thing, and I was like, it's a gift. And I thought, since you like the DC and the Marvel universe, this is an original rare movie of Batman.
Cool.
So I know it's a VHS, but it makes it worth a little bit more.
Is this the movie?
Yeah, it's a collector's.
Wow, it says Christmas.
Does it say Christmas?
Christmas with trailer.
I guess there's a nice trailer on there.
So is this the movie with Michael? Is this the movie with Michael Keaton?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I gotta check it out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where'd you find this?
My grandmother had a couple movies lying around, so
Cool.
I was like, I thought about you as soon as I saw that.
Yeah. This looks like the cartoon version of this thing.
I hope not.
I don't know.
Anyways, Andy,
Cool.
we got
Thanks.
some new laws that came into effect in January 1st. Now, some of them are good. Some of them are not so good because they kind of are kind of weird, okay? Like this, the first one is good. It's the drinking and driving laws, okay? So, like, now the police can pull you over for if they pull you over for whatever reason, they can give you a breathalyzer for. They don't need to ask you permission. They have the right to get it. And if you don't, you get a year in prison, or not a year suspension of driver's license, right? So you have to give that. You have to give them the right to the breathalyzer. But the second one is the one that really drives me nuts here. No pun intended. Because now a cop can give you a ticket while you're at the bar, or you have already gotten home 2 hours later. So, for example, you drink your beer like this.
Right.
Okay. And you just got home from driving around, whatever. You got home. You got home from work, or you came home from playing pool, or whatever, hanging out with the boys, playing hockey, whatever. You get home, you pound down a couple beers, whatever. A cop can still give you a ticket because it's been within the 2 hours from the time you parked your car that you've been home, since you were driving. See, that doesn't make any sense.
How would the cop give you a ticket in your house?
Well, that's another thing is, if you don't legally even have to answer the door. But then who you gonna know is there, blah, blah, blah. And then they're saying there's so much lawsuits are gonna happen from this because what if you just get home and you have a drink, right? Or what if you actually were impaired? How is it gonna differentiate these circumstances.
If cops can stop you in the bar and ticket you, and stop you in your house and ticket you, they have too much free time.
I think they have too much power there.
It sounds like a waste of time.
Exactly. That's no, it's not more about the time. It's more about the power is a little too much there.
Yeah, but it just makes no sense. Like, why would any cop follow someone home and ticket them? It's just...
I can understand if they're suspected to be drinking and driving. That makes sense. Give them a ticket, put them in prison.
I think they should only be caught drinking and driving when they're literally driving drunk.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what makes the most sense.
If the police can catch you at your house and catch you at the bar... I don't get how they can catch you at the bar, though.
Maybe because, like, you drove there or something, and then you're going to be driving
back. Did you drive there intoxicated?
That's pretty fact. You're drinking it before you go drinking, and then you're drinking on the way out.
And what cop, like, tickets someone in a bar?
Anyways, this just passed January 1st, so...
This is stupid.
There's a lot of, like, uncertainty known. We don't know yet how it's going to work, really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still very weird.
It's stupid. This is just...
They're saying the lawyers are going to make a lot of money off this.
Yeah, probably. It just makes no sense that a cop would take their time out of their day to follow someone home or follow someone at a bar. It just seems ridiculous to me.
I think it's, as in, like, law-wise, I think it's too much power granted for, like, I understand giving you while you're driving. That makes complete sense.
That makes sense, but that's like within the laws of
I understand if, like, you get home and then you pulls into your driveway and then you go, oh, sir, you look a little like you've been weaving there. Like, all right, cool. Oh, you're actually fine? Whatever. You know what I mean? Or you weren't, whatever. But to be 2 hours after you sitting on your couch at home, that's quite excessive. I think, I don't understand how this is going to play out in the future.
I just think it just gives cops, like, too much time on their hands. And why would any cop do that? It just doesn't... It's not right for the person being victimized by it, and it's not right for a cop to have that as part of their requirements, as part of their job.
This one guy was like, they interviewed him, like he was going to the the beer store to return empties. So like he had like a truck, not a truck, but like his pickup truck had like a bunch of empties and bags of cans. So he's returning the bags of cans and the beer bottles and whatever. And then the cop pulls him over and he stops him and he goes, "Yes, I'm pulling you over because you had an excessive amount of cans in your car. So I need a breathalyzer test." So he gives it to him and he goes, and then the older man, he was like in his mid-50s, maybe early 60s. And he goes, "I feel like I was violated because I was just returning the cans." And it was the only reason his excuse was because he felt there was an excessive amount of cans. Like, I'm not going to bring one or two at a time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring my whole collection at once, you know? That's what usually people do. They're not going to bring in it for 10 cents.
Well, I feel that makes more sense than the new laws.
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, it's probably very likely that he was going to just bring the cans to get money at the beer store. But there's always the slight chance that he might not have been. So I don't feel like that was...
What the cop was saying was like, "Oh, we've caught a few people here who have come to the store drunk with all these cans, blah, blah, blah."
There you go.
Makes sense, but I don't know. Anyways, we'll see what happens in the future. And he's got something to cheer us up, though, right, Andy?
Oh, yes, right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. And he's got his little cheers segment.
You're not supposed to mention the cheers segment. You just ruined...
No cheers segment,
You ruined the segment.
Rewind that.
Cheers, George.
Cheers. No segment.
Oh, my God. Can't we have to do that all over again? Thank you. Cheers, George. Shut up. All right. Well...
You know I'm bothering Andy.
Given that you've brought up the segment twice, I guess we should tell the viewers, and we're never telling the viewers this again.
Listen, ladies, this is a one-time deal.
We have a feel-good segment, which I am completely responsible for, and for the last 3 shows, I haven't really had very good feel-good segments.
Oh, he's coming out. What's going on?
But I always have something because I work at a toy store in the day, and I hear different feel-good stories from CHFI. So this guy was in line, let's say he was in line at a cafe, and this like elderly woman was behind him, and he let her go in front of him because he was being a gentleman.
This was at what store?
Just like at a cafe.
Oh, okay.
And because of him being a good Samaritan, he was telling her how he's trying to save for school, for university.
Yeah.
And so because of his Good Samaritan act, the elderly lady pitched in to help him because he has a GoFundMe, or someone created a GoFundMe page. I think she created the GoFundMe page for him, and so he could save money for university, and he's already got like $4,000 or something.
It's not too shabby.
It's pretty amazing. So that's the feel good story.
That's nice. I heard of this one thing that happened a couple years back. It was like the season of giving. You know, it's Christmas time. It's like 2016 or something. And geez, time flies. I feel like that was yesterday. Anyways, so this one guy, they were in like a McDonald's drive-thru, and this one guy decides to pay for the person behind him. I was like, so here's my money, and then and I also want to cover for the guy's bill behind me. I'm like, okay, so your total's like $35. He goes, perfect. So the next car pulls up and goes, yeah, and then here's my debit card. And he goes, oh no, it's already paid for. The guy in front paid it. And he goes, oh, okay, I want to pay for the guy behind me. So he pays for the guy behind. The next guy pulls up. He goes, it's already paid for. The guy in front paid. And he goes, oh, I want to pay for the guy behind me. So this ended up happening for like 20 cars. The McDonald's had to stop it because it was getting too confusing for the cashier.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it's nice though.
That's a nice story. McDonald's sucks, but that's a nice story because they shouldn't have been able to get confused from that.
Well, it was like, oh man, I guess the lady was like, "Wow, I gotta figure out whose orders it is." But it was nice. It was pretty nice. When I went out for dinner with this friend of mine a couple weeks back, my parents were in Florida. We were walking to some Thai restaurant, and this guy was giving out soups in his sandwiches in his like wagon with his kids. His kids were like 7, 8 years old, and that was nice of him.
That's nice. Yeah, there's some very good feel-good stories
around.
To
the homeless. Yeah.
It's always good to give to the homeless.
Andy?
What?
I saw this movie recently.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? It's a good movie.
What movie, George?
I know I'm a little late on the movie, but I saw Infinity Wars with Avengers.
And what did you think?
It was a great movie.
Really?
But I didn't realize how much this movie is intertwined with all the other movies. It's like the Strange, the Avengers, like the Hulk, the Thor, all that shit. I was like, oh my god, I've missed like so many movies. I still know what was going on, but I'm like, there's so much references going on from other movies. I'm like, geez. My friend's like, that's from that movie. That I'm like, holy crap, it's crazy. So like, it was a really good movie though.
You liked it?
Yeah. The ending was crazy as shit.
I think the ending was too quick.
Yeah, the ending was very quick.
We obviously won't spoil the movie.
That quick, guys.
Yeah. He basically just told you the ending without telling you the ending.
Spoiler alert.
You didn't really spoil anything though.
But it was a great movie. I'm excited for the end game.
End game, yeah. It's the last one.
Is this like a Taylor Swift reference or what?
No, it's not. And by the way, I think someone else. Oh, there's a song by Rise Against called Endgame. So Rise Against beat Taylor Swift to that song. By the way, what was with those random pictures that you sent me of Taylor Swift? She was at the Golden Globes. Great. Like, what did she do at the Golden Globes?
I just missed the Golden Globes the other day. I forgot what I was doing.
And you just sent me pictures of Taylor Swift just cause?
Yeah, just cause.
Okay.
Oh, that was the night we took the taxi home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Golden Globes were on that night.
Oh, you're right.
I missed it. I didn't really care that much. And the next day I was like, Dad, did you watch the Golden Globes? And he's like, Golden Globes is just to give something for people to do.
No, the Golden Globes are actual awards.
Yeah, but
they're just not as.
But it's not really for us. It's just for other people.
So who are the Oscars for?
It's for them. It's not for us.
That makes sense. It's the same thing. It's just bigger and better. I only watched Christian Bale's speech because I wanted to.
I missed the whole thing, so I wanted to.
Did Taylor Swift perform though?
I don't think.
Why was she at the Golden Globes?
Oh, she was given an award to Lady Gaga. That's all I know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Christian Bale thanked Satan.
Satan.
In his speech, yes, because he was playing Dick Cheney.
Drake has that lyric that goes, I want to thank God for being stronger than Satan, or for blessing me more than Satan. I don't know the song. Okay, but it's good lyrics. I like it.
Well, Christian Bale, I think, thanks Satan because it's like he had to really get into like the evil mind of this guy
for a movie clip. For a movie, I mean.
For a movie, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if you know, but Christian Bale always goes all out in his films. Like apparently, like he does whatever he has to do. Like he'll gain the amount of weight he has to gain. He'll lose the amount of weight he has to lose. That's like me on
Thanksgiving and Christmas. I go all out, but all the turkey, all the Di Serono and Coca-Cola, just all out.
You want to look like the turkey, right?
Exactly. You know? Listen. I still don't put on. I put on like 1 pound.
I really hate you. I'm 180 pounds. I used to be 178. I actually used to be 155.
All right, this is now.
I really need to work out, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's making a confession.
When you are in your bed and you want to get up,
keep this PG a little bit here, bud.
Get up. Don't just sleep the hours away.
Yeah, I called this guy yesterday about the show today. He goes, "Oh, we have a show tomorrow." Fuck, I forgot. And then he goes, "It's 5 p.m. by the way." And he goes, "Oh, I'm in bed right now." Buddy, I'm just finishing work.
Yeah. It's bad.
So, you should practice what you preach, is what...
Yeah, practice what you preach. Tomorrow, get up early, get the newspaper.
Wake up at 6 a.m., bud. Go running for an hour. 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes for you to get started in the ballgame.
Fuck you.
We gotta start somewhere. You know what the hardest part about a race is, Andy?
The start.
Getting to the starting line. That's the hardest part.
Getting to the starting line?
Yeah.
Well, George,
you gotta train, you gotta get ready, you gotta prepare. The training is the biggest part.
Well, I guess what I have to say is everything will be alright in the end. If it's not alright, it's not the end.
Is this the end of all the endings?
John Lennon said that.
John Lennon?
John Lennon. It's a good quote.
Oh, there's a guy losing his mind outside right now.
Oh yeah, there was a guy who was trying to take a bus. I was taking a bus after I left your house party.
Ah, that was pretty good.
And he was trying to get on the bus, and I think the guy... I don't know why the TTC driver didn't let him get on the bus, but he didn't. Maybe because he was extremely hammered and he was worried that he was going to, like, fight people. Anyway, the bus leaves, and the man just throws his jacket on the ground. I'm like, wow, calm down.
The best is on New Year's Eve. You know how, like, the TTC's free on New Year's Eve, right? Yeah. So a lot of drunkards can... This one guy's like this. He's getting on the bus. I swear to God, I waited like an hour for this bus. It was freezing cold. The guy's getting on the bus. He goes like this. The bus comes. He goes, "Oh, excuse, yeah." He goes, "I have no change because I left my jacket in this." And then the TTC driver goes, "It's free today." He goes, "Oh, okay, cool." And he walks on. He had like a 5-minute excuse ready to go. I'm like, "Bud, it was free today."
Yeah.
He had like his sob story ready to go. You know, he'd been planning it for like 2 minutes waiting for the bus. And then he gets on the bus and then the driver says, "Yeah, it's free today."
Speaking of the TTC, what do you think of Presto? The Presto card.
I don't use it. But I heard that now the TTC is going to be offering a $19 Go train deal to somewhere. So if you have a Presto, you can get on for like really cheap.
I thought they were already doing that.
I don't know.
I thought Presto was for Go Trains in the beginning.
Yeah, I think they're trying to intertwine it.
Anyway, this lady lost her card, and she tried to cancel the card.
Oh.
But she also had a prepaid set up on her card, and she noticed that. And when she lost the card, she just tried to cancel it right away. Would take 24 hours to cancel, and the prepaid would still go through because she couldn't cancel the prepaid after she's reported her card stolen. And so some lady was able to basically like up $24 charges on her card.
So how does this card work? Anyways, you tap it every time you get on it. It takes off $3.25 or something. $3.
Yeah. Takes off $3.
Oh, $3.
Yeah.
But how come I pay $3.25?
Because that's the TDC fare. That's not the Presto fare. Man. That's like the deal they have.
Oh, also, for owning the Presto.
Also transfers. So if you get on a bus and you press your card against the device, you have 2 hours to keep traveling until that transfer.
But how do they know?
Your Presto card knows. Your Presto card, you tap it on a bus.
Okay. So what
and
you're
then you
saying
have 2 hours to do whatever the hell you want.
You take the Presto, you tap the first time.
Yep.
Ding, and then you're good.
Yep.
And then
for 2 hours.
The second time, do you tap again or not? Or do you tap?
Yes, you tap every time you board another TDC transportation.
Oh, but it doesn't
system.
ding you money wise.
Yeah.
It just says accepted during that 2 hour gap period.
You have 2 hours to do whatever you want.
I'm just making sure. So it's tapping to let you know that you're still accepted on the bus.
Yeah, you still have to tap.
Yeah. Okay.
But you get to go on for free for 2 hours. Anyway, that's a really flawed system that you can't,
But I feel like I'm tapping away my money, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
No, you're not, though. That's the thing.
No, I know, but how do you know that 2 hours for sure? Like, you don't know.
Well, you can check.
I guess.
You could tap on the bus and then
tap on the bus.
Do your errands for the hour, for the 2 hours.
Put that on a shirt, guys. Tap on the bus.
For the 2 hours. And then if you think they've charged you, you can just go online, look at your card, and see how much money you've lost. Actually, you can just, if it's going through your debit or your credit, you can just check your debit or credit statement, and you'll see if you actually were charged for the 2 hours. You shouldn't be, though. And if you are, that's something you should deal with Presto. But anyway, I think it's ridiculous that if you want to cancel your card because it's been stolen, it takes 24 hours to go through, and if you have a prepaid, you'll still lose the prepaid because someone's still using your card.
Why is there 2 cards? Why can't there just be 1 card, man?
It is 1 card. I'm talking about prepaid on the card.
Oh.
So this girl lost her card, right? And it would take 24 hours for the card to not work for the person who stole her card. But also the prepaid could still go through on her account.
I get it.
So she set up on the account for a prepaid.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that's ridiculous.
Well, that is a little bit, yeah. It should be like a credit card where you could lock it right away so it's attached to your name.
Yeah.
Like if I lose my credit card, I can literally go on my phone within a second, lock that credit card.
Yeah.
Boom, it's locked.
Exactly. That's
until I find it or whatever, I can cancel it.
Yeah.
But because the Presto / whatever, Presto, it's open. So if I lose on the road, some other guy can take it. And if it's not registered, you have to register, right? Like for example, I can just go buy one and use it right away without putting it under my name, right?
I think so. No, you can't. In order to activate it, you have to put in your information.
Okay.
But just the thing is, it's just so easy for people to steal those cards, and I think the Presto system is really flawed because those plastic gates. It's so easy to just bulldoze through.
Gates.
The gates.
That go like this,
the Presto gates. Yeah, they're so easy to just go through. I mean, at Fairview Mall or at the Don Mills station, there were people standing in front of the gates to make sure people didn't rush the gates. But it's so easy.
Oh, so you're saying they just open if you hit it pretty hard or kind of hard?
Yeah, sometimes they jam. But the thing is,
that TTC, and he's fucking an expert now.
If you get caught by the TDC officials, there's nothing they really can do because the TDC doesn't own Presto.
Really?
Presto is its own thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's owned by another company.
So,
it's just being leased
if you're going to rush the doors, they're just going to be like, hey, don't do it again. They can't really do anything because they don't own Presto. Now they might own Presto, but Presto's being sort of...
Well, talking about TTC, on my way here, I took the TTC. What does it stand for? Toronto Crap Commission or something like that? No, I'm just kidding.
It's TTC, so Toronto Transit Crap.
It was supposed to be a joke, but you ruined it. Anyway,
you ruined the joke because you didn't say the joke properly.
Anyway, so I was getting off a bus. I was at Broadview Station.
Yeah.
and this Filipino one, she's pushing me off the bus.
Mm.
There's not a lot of people. It's like 8. There's like 5 people getting off the bus, and she's like the third one in line. She's pushing me off, and I go, "Lady, relax, man." She's like, and then she looks at me like because I yelled at her. I'm like, "Buddy, there's no need to be pushing me here. Like, I don't understand why you're pushing me." I was like, "Oh."
People are so rude in this city.
Pretty rude.
I mean, you're trying to get off the subway, and people are already trying to like rush the doors. It's like, whoa, let me off first.
But whether you get there an extra second or not, it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah,
It's
it's stupid. I remember.
And if you're going to a funeral, that person's not going anywhere. They're ready to sleep. So I don't know what the rush is.
Sleep
Forever, yeah.
You ever worry that you might get buried and you might be actually wrongfully buried?
I watched a show about that the other night. No, I watched not.
You watched Buried?
No, I watched that episode of The Office where it's like season 9.
Okay.
Dwight's grandmother is getting buried, and then what happens is Oscar's at the funeral and everything, and then then Dwight has a shotgun and he goes, and he goes, "What are you doing, Oscar? What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, we shoot the body just in case, because the last couple of times we've actually buried people alive by accident. The shoots kind of look like they're dead, but they're actually just out in a coma, so now we just do it to make sure." I'm like,
That's
and then
ridiculous.
Oscar's like, fuck them out of here. These guys are crazy. I'm out.
Yeah, that's
It's like season 9 of The Office.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, you're not that far. You're
I'm
not
that far.
Not,
Yeah. But yeah, just imagine that's. I have a few worries in my life, and one of my worries is if I get wrongfully buried.
Well, in the 1800s, they used to put bells
yes,
above the grave, so that if you did get buried alive, you could.
Would
And then
just
they put
ring
a
the bell.
string, and then you put a string, and then
Isn't there a
you
saying
could
with
ring
that
it.
one?
Huh?
With that, I thought there was like a line that echoed that.
The
ringing the
line
bell.
goes into the coffin.
No, I'm saying like a line, like a phrase. I thought there was a phrase that people said back then because people had bells in their coffins, but
I don't know. So.
remember what the phrase was. But yeah.
But yeah. Well, talking about dead, you heard of
Death?
Amazon.
I have heard of Amazon.
Jeff Bezos and his wife, they just divorced, so their relationship's over.
Oh no.
Simmer down with that reaction, gee. Oh no. Oh yeah.
That sounds like the Kool-Aid guy.
That was the
oh
joke.
yeah.
And then he bursts in and goes, "Oh no." From Family Guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's like the biggest divorce, as in like money wise,
Wow.
because they have to split $167 million. Wow. And then so this one person commented. I read one of the comments, and he goes, because Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, right? And he goes, "Is it because he caught his wife on eBay? Is that why they broke up? Is that why they do?" It's like, that's hilarious. But yeah, so they're saying it's going to be one of the biggest money divorces ever. Everyone's gonna. She takes like half, so it's like $67 billion or something like that. Still a lot of money. Like, yeah.
Still, Amazon I think is a much better service than eBay because
Oh yeah, 1000%.
every time I've ordered, not
I
every
hate
time,
eBay.
sometimes I order things from eBay and like they're crappy products.
They're crappy products. It takes so long to get there. And there's so much sketchy. Like, if you need to return it, it's pretty sketchy. It's always some guy from China who's never going to email you back, ever. And he's like, "Oh, I ordered a drone." And then you're like, where is it? It's like, "I sent you a picture of a drone."
flying above
You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, you know? But on Amazon, every time I order something, like, I just go on my phone, I order electronics, because I build, like, projects and I do DIY stuff. And so I order these electronics, I wires, whatever I need. Send. Boom, it comes to my door. It says like 2-3 weeks. It comes like 4 days. It comes so fast. I don't even have Amazon Prime. I don't need it to come the next day. I'm not in a hurry, much of a hurry. So, but it comes so quick. It's like, it says 3 weeks, but it comes in like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Thing is, if you do have a problem for returns, it can be a little bit weird with the guy, like depending on the seller. But usually, it's not too bad.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I've never had problems with returns on eBay. It's just why am I?
No,
getting
not eBay, Amazon. Have you
I
ever-
know, but I've never returned anything on Amazon. But it's just I don't know why I should be getting like shitty products in the first place. You know, they should already be conditioned well.
Well, what I like about Amazon is like you get to see what you're getting. It shows you all the
Don't forget to breathe.
That's literally what it says. How did you know that?
Because I just know your phone.
My watch tells me that. Anyways, so it tells me. I'm talking about Amazon here.
You were, yes.
So yeah, it tells me like the time period it's gonna come and all that stuff, and you can just check it on your phone, and it's so convenient.
eBay does the same thing though.
No, but on the app and stuff.
No, I don't
okay.
have really apps. I have a very old phone.
This guy has a phone from the time Fred Flintstone has a phone.
Yeah, Fred Flintstone never had phones.
Might be more updated than his.
So Netflix is getting a production company in Toronto.
I heard about that, but tell me you've watched Black Mirror.
I have not.
Oh man, I've watched half of it. It's crazy. So you choose the outcome of this guy's life.
Yeah, how do you do that?
So he has to be on a phone or a computer. It doesn't work on your TV because of the remote.
Damn.
So I watch it on my phone. I did, just one time. I usually watch it on my TV at home. But I watch it. So the first thing is like he's in his house and he's like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but anything, because I haven't seen the whole thing either, so I can't tell you too much. But one of the first options is like, okay, what do you want, Kellogg's cornflakes, or do you want Special K? And then you choose what he has for breakfast. And at the end, it goes like he goes to his therapist, and you choose what option he's talking to his therapist about. And then you get to choose about this, and you get to choose about that. And then he's making a video game. But the irony is he's talking about outcomes, and then you're choosing his outcome in too.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. I like that. So and then.
You can't do it on the TV, though?
No.
So how does it work?
Not yet. Because on the computer, you have to use the mouse, and on the phone, you use your finger.
But how do you work on...
Well, they're still working on it, so I'm sure more 2019, they're going to have more updated to the TV.
But how do you watch it on the TV? Does it even work? Can you watch it on
the TV? You
can,
but that feature's been deactivated.
So you just get to see whatever
the regular
they chose?
film.
The regular film.
Movie.
Wow.
Which I don't see the point of that, because that's half the fun.
Yeah.
The action.
Oh, I like watching things on my TV. Watching things on my computer is very lonely.
On your computer?
Yeah, it's usually just me watching. No one else watches.
But
I guess what I could do, except that would take so much fucking time.
What?
Is to stream it from my computer to my TV.
I do that all the time.
It's just every time they want me to do something, I have to go to the computer and select.
You could just take, if it's a long video, or like if you have AirPlay, you can AirPlay it.
No. I'm saying, yeah, I would use AirPlay, but I'm saying like if I'm going to watch Black Mirror, right? I could have my computer connected to the TV, so every time it wants me to select
but then
something.
You got to have the mouse nearby and go.
Yeah, I know. I could still do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of new Netflix. Okay, hold on. Before I get into that, I just remembered. Have you seen Bird Box?
I started watching it with my mom, and we never finished it because she found it to be very creepy, and I think this whole craze is so stupid.
It's so stupid.
So stupid.
So, ladies and gentlemen, whatever I'm looking at here.
Oh my god, you should know which camera you're looking at.
Watch Bird Box. It sucks. Because the memes are actually better than the movie. So if you haven't finished it, save yourself the trouble, and don't. The ending is terrible.
What's the ending, George?
I'm on here. There's people here watching. There's gentlemen and ladies watching.
I want to know the ending. If it's a crap movie, it doesn't matter. What's the ending?
First of all, the name Bird Box is literally nothing to do with the movie.
Well, there are birds in the box.
But at the end, they just let them out. And that's it. Happens. They join other birds, so nothing epic happens. And they're just at a safe house. All they do is they go to a safe house, and they're still in a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. They're still
blindfolded.
No, they're not blindfolded, because the birds tell them when that shit, the danger light's coming or whatever.
Well, that's why it's called Bird Box.
But it's just that the birds were in the box the whole movie. Mm-hmm. But the birds are slightly irrelevant to them. They're relevant, but they're not as important as you think.
I think birds alerting them of when danger's coming is important.
But they don't find that out till later. That's the thing.
I know. But that's why it's called,
I guess,
Bird Box. Yeah, but this stupid craze is exactly stupid.
Here's the thing: is they hyped this movie up so much, like that. When I went to go watch it, I was so pumped and I was excited. I had high expectations. I watched it. I see the ending. I go, that was not worth it. Like, that was not. The memes were better than the movie.
Yeah.
And I talked to this girl. She goes, "Oh, yeah, it was a great movie." I talked to this other girl. She goes, "Oh shit, don't watch it." I go, "I know, I already fucking watch it. What do you do?" I talked to this other. I talked to my buddy Dom. He goes, "No, the ending wasn't a good movie." I go, "I know, it was terrible." And I talked to this other person. I goes, "It was good, not a good movie, because the hype killed the movie."
Yeah.
Anyways,
but the whole craze about walking around outside of your house blindfolded, like,
oh, people are doing that around the city.
why are you doing
so
that?
they're doing like the bird box challenge. So the Netflix put out a tweet said, "Please do not go walking outside your house blindfolded. And if you do, please be careful. We do not want 2019 to start off with lots of injuries."
Yeah, and then more people did it because of their stupid posts.
Hey, well, you know, people always try things when you tell them not to, right?
Did you hear about the jerseys?
What's the jerseys?
The black and white jerseys that NHL is, well, actually Adidas is producing?
Is that what that guy at the beer shop was trying to tell me about white people? He goes, "Oh, you're not white."
No, that's definitely something else.
Okay.
No, they're designed to produce jerseys out of like plastic material, basically garbage. They're producing jerseys out of like garbage, but they're black and white. And someone's excuse, and so someone tweeted, "Well, this is what happens when your printer runs out of ink." And they're just like, "Yeah, it's white as the icy rings and as black as the pucks on the ice." What do you think of those?
Is that what they said?
That was their marketing campaign. Yeah.
Clever. I guess I'd have to see it in person, but it sounds clever. Clever.
I'll say clever one more time.
Pretty clever.
No, I was just wondering what you thought of them because
I didn't know. But
I think it's good to use recycled materials.
We got so much garbage in our oceans, you know, so it's good to clean that shit up.
It's really bad.
Some places it's like 50%. Some places and then now you go to the restaurants and they ban straws, right? So and then they also have A&W now has the paper straws. So when you're drinking, the whole thing like melts in your mouth and it's like slush.
I saw those.
It's like mush, is what I'm saying.
Like the paper melts?
Like not the melts, but it turns like it starts to like fray at the end, so you're like eating the fray.
Lovely.
It's great, but I'm saving the sea turtles. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, and us eating paper is just important.
Extra fibers in my diet, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't have to go eat that salad.
You did eat a salad though. It wasn't a very good salad.
Today, yeah, it was the shittiest salad ever.
Yeah.
I went to the Greek restaurant when my parents got back on the 5th from Florida. Pure Greek restaurant, Jimmy the Greek, or Jimmy the Greek down the street, whatever.
Jimmy the Greek is not a pure Greek restaurant.
Okay, there was the one at near my house.
The good one?
Yeah, so it's a pure Greek. I'm not gonna tell the address, but the one near my house. But so it's like a pure Greek restaurant. They have that big truck that's outside, and so I get a Greek salad. It comes with a fucking shitload of lettuce inside of it. I was like, I was gonna throw this. I was so mad. This is not a Greek salad, man.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm a big guy for Greek salads. I know I'm a little bit like you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But like, Greek salads they don't have the lettuce in it. Like a pure Greek salad is just tomato, cucumbers, onions, olive oil, oregano, maybe some feta cheese if you want to be creative or go crazy that night. You know what I'm saying?
All Greek salads must have feta cheese in them.
No, like if you're making a quick one, you don't have to put that. Like,
you need cheese.
You put salt, pepper, olive oil, oregano, tomato, onions. You can drink with the bread. I just eat it with the bread. I dip.
I'm saying no.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
If
you're having a party or having people over, you gotta put the feta. That's it. But like if you're making it quick, you don't.
I still think you need the feta.
I love the feta.
It's a real.
I'm not saying it's not.
Salad.
Listen, I'm a Greek over here.
The only reason we don't do lettuce in the Greek salads is because in Greece lettuce isn't as plentiful as it is here.
I know, but it also tastes better.
Without the lettuce?
Yes.
I don't really like tomatoes, so...
Buddy, what kind of Greek is this? Get him off the show right now.
So I like the lettuce. But you're right, in Greece they wouldn't have
no
lettuce.
Tomates.
But that's also because lettuce
isn't... tomatoes.
Lettuce isn't as plentiful in Greece. That's why there's no lettuce in Greece. I mean, there's no lettuce in Greek salads.
Let us see about that in a minute.
Anyway, but you're right. I mean, Greek salads shouldn't have lettuce in them, but it's also different cultures.
I guess.
It's like, having a salad before your meal rather than after the meal. That's an Italian thing. having your salad after the meal.
I usually just put it with the meal, so I put it together.
But
on
the
plate.
reason you have it after the meal is because it's a digestive.
Oh, that's true. It helps break shit down.
Yeah.
I went to this my friend's aunt's cottage over before the Christmas holidays, and she made us like a salad and everything, and lasagna and pasta. And she goes, "You guys want your salad on the plate or on the bowl and everything?" And they're like, "Because we just eat it on the bowl, in the bowl." And I'm like, "No, everybody was like, we'll just have it on the plate." And she was like completely culture shocked that people eat it on the plate. I was like, I thought that's what like everybody does.
Well, some meals actually are better with the salad mixed with everything.
Yeah, because I like to eat it together sometimes, But if I'm at a fancy place, I'm not gonna tell them to put it on the plate, I don't really care.
I think you can. They're not gonna.
If you're at someone else's house or whatever, and they serve you, and you're like, oh, no, you're not gonna tell them to change the way they serve.
Like instead of saying I want the salad on the side, you can say, "Can I have the salad on the plate?"
I guess. Yeah.
Live a little, George. Take risks. As
Yeah,
Miss
but-
Frizzle says, make
Miss
mistakes.
Frizzle, this was like 1990s, 2000s.
Still, Miss Frizzle says, make mistakes.
Oh, I think they're
get
bringing
messy.
that back. I heard.
They already did.
Yeah, they really did.
They already did. Yeah.
Jeez, man,
Doesn't look
Fred's
as good.
Already drunk. He
Doesn't
can't even speak.
Doesn't shut up. It doesn't look as good as it used to.
Oh, it's never going to
not
be
the
as
same.
good as the original.
Not
Come
the
on.
same.
The Lizard, Miss Frizzle, Carlos, other people,
The fact that you don't know the rest is hilarious.
the annoying
Dorothy
kid,
Ann, Ralphie, Arnold is
the creepy cousin guy who was always a shit
I
disturber.
don't know who that is.
It was like, you remember that, like the guy in the yellow sweater? He was like that nice kid, and he was always following books by the roof. And but then like every couple episodes they
Arnold wore the yellow sweater.
yeah, but he had like a creepy cousin who'd always
Oh right,
be the
yes.
shit disturber kid.
Yeah, you're
And-
right.
Yeah.
His sister.
I was like, he was a
Oh
guy.
no, you're
he was
right.
a guy.
It wasn't a guy. It was
Yes,
a girl.
it was a guy.
No, it was a
He
girl.
was like a fucking weirdo.
There's still a girl
He's a
though.
murderer now for sure.
No, it was a girl because in that
Was it a girl?
Yes, in that bad episode it was a
Oh.
girl. Wasn't
I'm
it?
gonna have to check when I go. I'm gonna go sleep.
She
over
has
this
glasses. Yeah, I know who you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay.
I forget her name, but I know who you're talking about.
tonight. Maybe it was
Tim, Dorothy Ann, Ralphie, Arnold, Miss
No, I
Frizzle,
can't sleep. I'm not gonna.
Liz the Lizard.
Yeah, I remember the lizard.
I
for
feel like
sure.
I'm missing people.
Lizard fucking drove the
Keisha.
fucking bus.
Keisha. I think I've said everyone. I think that's
That lizard drives the bus better than people in Toronto drive on the streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, Andy, tell me about some things you got planned for 2019, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Things that I have planned. Lose a ton of weight.
Well, we already mentioned that. That's
Yeah.
why there's a sad face on your shirt there.
It's not really a sad. It's more of like a confused face.
This looks pretty sad.
These are this.
Anyways, other than that, what do you got? Plans, ambitions, goals, things you want to achieve, go to,
Plans,
whatever.
ambitions, goals. What else do I want to do in 2019?
Girlfriend, whatever you want to talk about.
I feel like that's reaching for the stars.
Just like Miss Frizzle said, you got to reach for the stars.
That's not what Miss Frizzle said.
They always went to space, man.
They didn't always go to space.
I applied to be an astronaut, but they told me they didn't have enough space.
That's a terrible joke. What else do I have planned for 2019? All I can think of is lose weight. That's it.
All right, that's
What about
very
you?
exciting.
What about you?
I want to do some more traveling.
Want to do more traveling? Where are you gonna go?
I don't know yet. Like probably overseas. Maybe some other trips similar to Cuba, but it's whatever. 'Cause
But you're by yourself.
maybe with myself. I also want to do like a road trip with friends. Maybe when it gets to the springtime.
It's gonna be on that road
Summertime.
trip.
Huh?
It's gonna be on that road trip.
Whoever has money and wants to come.
Oh.
So that's it. Yeah, we were supposed to go out east last summer, but didn't happen because the boys were just talking while drinking. So you know how that always happens. My friends have made about 1 million plans to go on 1 million trips, but we've only done like 2. Yeah, we're supposed to go to Mexico. We're supposed to go to Vegas. We're supposed to go out east. We're supposed to go to Europe. We're supposed to go camping. We're supposed to do this, but we've only done like 2.
Where east?
like PEI kind of thing.
Oh,
like
Canadian trip.
Yeah, like across the prairies and shit.
I did a Western trip
Oh.
when I went to school. We went from Toronto all the way to the Okanagan.
Nice.
It was fun.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the Chillz.
Peace.
We'll see you guys next week.
No, next month.
Next month, next week.
Next month.
Next month. Next week.
Next month.
We got a good one for you guys. Cheers. All right, Andy. Got a lot of stuff going on in the news these days, man.